Okay, can you sound here? Happy St. Patty's Day, everyone. I'm not wearing any green. Please don't come pinch me. I just woke up. I'm still drinking coffee. Okay. So when you're ready, we'll come to a comfortable seat. Oh, this daylight savings time is really messing me up. I'm sure it's messing you guys up too. I just haven't gotten back to my usual rhythm. I think you're supposed to like power through, like make yourself go to bed on the normal schedule, but the new light situation outside, and it's not easy, but that's what melatonin is for. I took last night. And that's why I slept until almost 8. So let's find a comfortable seat. Cross your legs in front of you. Your hands come to your lap. Sit up tall. Breathe into your belly instead of your upper rib cage. And bring your shoulders over your hips, your head over your shoulders. Slight tuck to the chin and towards the throat. And maybe allow your eyes to drift closed. And just taking a few breaths here on your own, through the nose, not through the mouth. You must feel a little congested. I forget to breathe into my belly during the day when I'm sitting at my desk. And the more stressed I get, the more I kind of breathe into these like auxiliary areas where we breathe when we're stressed, like into the upper ribs. And you're not getting as much oxygen, you're not using your lung capacity fully. And it occurred to me the other day that my posture is mostly good sitting at my desk, but I think it's my breathing that's actually causing my achy shoulders. So it's something I've been working on, and I invite you to work on it as well, to breathe more into your belly. And I think culturally we're told that we're, supposed to be like trimming the waistline or whatever. So a lot of us don't actually let our bellies expand and get really full when we inhale. Um, so it can be a bit of an unlearning process, an unlearning and relearning process. So if it helps you, I invite you at any point in our practice today to place one or both hands on your belly and really use, you might have to kick in your brain and make it a really conscious effort to press your hand into your belly and really expand. Feel it fill up on your inhale. Let the belly fill first, then your rib cage, and then your shoulders. And then go the reverse direction on your exhale. Shoulders, heart space, ribs, then your belly draws in. And on that note of kind of thinking about the work from home life and all the sitting that most of us are doing these days, Today I want to work on core a little bit, do some planks and a little bit more core than usual. I'm trying to kind of protect the low back and deal with back pain. So you can go ahead and open your eyes, come to your mat if you're not already there. And we'll come to a tabletop position, hands and knees. Just warming up the spine. Spread your fingers wide and notice if your wrists are directly under your shoulders, and if not, go ahead and bring them there. Knees are directly under your hips, about inner hips distance apart, about the distance of 2 fists. And draw your belly button towards your spine ever so slightly, slight tuck to your tailbone, like we're in mountain pose. Let your heart reach forward, your neck and ears reach forward. And then inhale, drop your belly, lift your sit bones, lift your gaze. Exhale, press the floor away from you. Chin comes towards your heart. Heart lifts up to the sky. As you start to inhale around the spine, shoulders draw away from the ears. Gaze looks up. Exhale, press the floor away. Take 2 more on your own, syncopating with your breath. Syncopating, I don't know if that's right. Gaze looks up, and maybe you look over your left shoulder, your right shoulder, or maybe you do some barrel rolls of some kind, just whatever feels good for you this morning. Really sync your breath to your movement. One more inhale. And then on your exhale, spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back for our first down dog today. Look to your feet and notice, do your heels disappear behind your toes, or can you see them a little bit? Are you turned inward or more likely out like this? Imagine that you are bringing your big toes together and your heels just slightly apart in mountain pose. And then put a soft bend in your knees. Reach those sit bones up for the sky. Belly draws in just slightly. Imagine I'm coming around and grabbing those lower floating ribs and encouraging you to draw them together, engaging your core. Spread your fingertips really wide. Bring your ears between your biceps. And then see if you can roll the shoulder blades up the back. Get a little longer in the neck. Reach the sit bones up high again. Bend your right knee. Then straighten it and bend your left. Press the floor away with your hands. One more time, right and then left. And then inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Forward fold, big toes together, heels slightly apart. Hang here for a moment and shift your weight forward so that you're really rooting down through all the corners of your feet. You're not just weighted down into your heels. Draw the shoulder blades up the back away from the ears. Deep inhale here. Exhale, sigh it out. Send your arms up the backs of your thighs. Clasp your hands behind your back. Deep bend in the knees. And reach the arms up and over. Maybe even let them fall overhead towards the front of the mat. Get long through both sides of the waist. And And draw the shoulders away from the ears. Get long, both sides of the neck. And then see if you can straighten your legs a little bit more, sending your face a little closer to your knees as your weight shifted into your heels. On your exhale, unclasp your hands, half lift. Fingertips can come to the mat or to your shins. Getting long through the sides of the waist. Shoulders draw away from the ears. Exhale, sigh it out, forward fold. Root down through the big toe mounds of your feet and roll up to standing, inhaling on your way up. Thumbs kiss at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Plant your hands. Step back to high plank. And we're going to pause here for a moment. So let's work on our alignment. Tuck the tailbone under, reaching the pelvis bone towards the belly button. Maybe you can come on to your big toe, or maybe you need to keep all 10 toes to the floor. Hands are directly under your shoulders, fingertips spread wide. Chin tucks into the throat, shoulders glide down the back. We're basically in mountain pose here. Nice and rigid, really engaging the core and breathing. Pause here for a moment. Press the floor away from your hands and see if you can lift up through that heart space. Drop your knees, your chest, and your chin, and then roll forward to baby cobra. Hands come by the low ribs, tops of the feet press into the mat, pubic bone presses down. Gaze looks down or slightly forward. This is my bedhead. You guys pulled out all the stops for you this morning. Shoulders glide away from the ears. And then press the floor away from you. Push up and down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step forward, drop the left heel. Inhale up for warrior one. One breath in, exhale, plant your hands, step back. This time chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, drop the right heel. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hand, step back, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Pause here, heart reaches forward, head lifts up. Only the hands and the tops of the toes are touching the mat. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Palms kiss the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step back to high plank. And we're going to pause here again. Fingertips spread wide. We're not reaching the elbow creases forward. We're actually rolling them out to the sides so that the shoulders can glide down the back. And then drop down onto your right elbow and then your left for forearm plank. We're going to pause here for a moment, get our alignment. Shoulders glide down the back, tailbone tucks under. And then spread your feet hips distance apart and roll onto the right edge as your right hip comes down. And then back to center. Left edge as your left hip comes down. And we're going to do 10 of those. Right and left, right and left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Right hand to the mat, then left. Hips press up and back for down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, arms reach up for crescent pose this time. Tailbone tucks under, soft bend in the right knee. Hips directly over, I always do that, shoulders over the hips. Arms reach up, gaze looks up. Oh, my bun is too tight. And then straighten the left leg. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up for crescent. Soft bend in the right knee, tailbone tucks under. Belly draws in. Are we breathing into the belly? And exhale, plant your hands. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step back up to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold, shifting your weight forward, really rooting down through all four corners. Root down to reach up. Palms kiss at the top. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands. Step back to high plank. So pausing here again. This time we're going to spread the feet, come down to forearms, and do 10 more. Right hip to the mat, up, left hip to the mat. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Come back onto your hands. You can always take a child's pose. You can always go back to down dog. It does really warm up the shoulders. But then come back. Inhale, right knee to right tricep. Kick it up to your shoulder and step back. Inhale, left knee to left tricep. Kick it up to your shoulder and step. Press your arms back, down dog. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, get your alignment. Inhale, right knee to right tricep. Kick it up to the shoulder and exhale, step. Inhale, left knee to left tricep. Kick it up to the shoulder and step. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right knee, leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, reach the arms up for crescent pose. Soft bend in the left knee. Get your alignment all set up. And then straighten that left knee. Lift up, maybe your gaze looks up. Maybe your right heel floats up. Are your hips squared forward? Is your right knee over your right ankle? I just realized I really blend into the background in these pants. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach forward. Arms Come by the sides, heart reaches forward, get long through the back of the neck. You can drop the right heel here, or you can play with staying if you'd like. Plant the left hand, reach the right arm up. Belly comes into the spine. To get more active in the pose, lift out of the left hand into the core, zippering the legs up the midline of the pose. I'm getting a little light through the right fingertips. Inhale, lift yourself up and out. Whoop. For a revolved lunge. And exhale, drop the right hand to the back of the left leg and reverse. You get a little wobbly, that is a-okay. And then come back to your twist. Drop your left hand to the inside of the right foot, playing with balance a little bit. Reach the right hip back, the front hip forward. Plant the right foot inside, the right hand inside the right foot. And drop the left knee for lizard pose. You might need to walk your toes, your foot forward an inch or two to keep the right ankle directly under the right knee. And maybe it feels good to roll that knee open onto the outer edge of the right foot here a little bit. Tuck it back into the midline. Tuck the left toes. Send the right foot back. Even out your hands and press your hips up and back to down dog. Soft bend in the knees. Gaze looks forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. And then draw the shoulder blades, the shoulders up away from the ears, but let your head hang long. Big toes touching and heels slightly apart. Shift your weight forward just a little bit. Get into those hamstrings a little bit more. Release your elbows, hands to your shins, half lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or jump back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. See if you can drop your heel first. Inhale, come up to crescent. Again, soft bend in that right knee. Come to the big toe mound of the right foot. Big toe mound of the left foot. Zipper those legs up the center line. Arms reach up. And then straighten the right leg. Reach from the right heel. Tailbone tucks under. Heart lifts up and forward. Maybe your gaze looks up. Maybe your left heel comes off the ground. Feel like a Barbie in this pose. Right hip reaches forward, left hip reaches back. Barbies are so weird. Deep inhale here. Exhale, reach the hands by the side, heart reaches forward. Really playing with balance here. Maybe the left heel drops, or maybe you try pose with the left heel lifted. Dropping the right hand, reaching the left arm up. Belly draws in away from the spine. See if you can get a little lighter in the right hand. Inhale, come up. Exhale, drop the left hand to the right leg. Reach the arm up. If your gaze looks up. Inhale, back up to your twist. Exhale, drop the left hand and the right hand inside the left foot. For lizard lunge, you can stay here. You can come to forearms. You can always drop that right knee. Roll onto the outer edge of the left foot if you want to. But tuck your tailbone. Engage your core. Glide the shoulders away from the ears. Tuck the chin in towards the throat. Not thinking passively here, but breathing into every part of the body. And then when you're ready, plant your hands, draw the knee into the midline, tuck the right toes, and send the left foot back to meet the right. Come up into down dog. Really reach those hips up and back. Deep bend in the knees. Look forward. And exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, float down, plant your hands, step back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll forward to high plank. Exhale, come down to elbows, forearm plank. Get your alignment set up. Spread your fingertips wide. Tuck your tailbone under. Engage your core. And we're going to spread the feet. Roll over onto the left side. 1. Left side. 2. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. You guys will thank me later. Tailbone tucks under. Draw the right knee up to the right tricep, right shoulder, step it. Left knee, left tricep, left shoulder, step it. Come back to your hands. Send your hips up and back to down dog. Feet are hips distance apart. Shoulders glide up the back. Really reach those hips up and back. Right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up to crescent. Ooh, you guys, I left the heat on and I am really regretting it. Belly draws in towards the spine. Gaze looks up. Let's reconnect with our breath. You can bring your hands to your heart center if you need to. Tuck the tailbone under. Shoulders come over the hips. Chin tucks in towards the throat. Breathe through your nose. Fill the belly. A little deeper into your pose. Keep breathing into your belly. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Right knee over right ankle. Gaze looks over the right middle finger. Breathing into the belly. Extended right ankle. Side angle. Right elbow to right knee. Left arm reaches up and over, palm facing down. Tuck the tailbone under. Get a little longer from the knife edge of that left foot. Pinky toe edge seals down to the left fingertips. Actively reaching up and over. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Exhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in the right knee. Inhale here. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up to crescent pose. Tuck the tailbone under, find your breath into the belly. Arms reach up, gaze looks up, straighten the right leg. And exhale, open it up to warrior two. Gaze looks over the left middle finger this time. Pinky toe edge of the right foot seals down. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Right arm reaches up and over. We're not necessarily going for the front of the room. Put that upper corner. Creating one long line from your very active right leg across the body. See if you can get a little longer in the left side waist. Inhale, come back to warrior two. And exhale, reverse warrior. I know I did reverse warrior twice on this side. Forgive me. Cartwheel the hands down, step back, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. You can always skip that part if you just want to meet in down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Straighten the right leg and left. Hips square to the front of the mat. And forward fold in pyramid pose. Inhale, bend the right knee. Look a couple of inches in front of you. And exhale, launch it forward for warrior three. Left toes flex back towards the shin. Soft bend in the right knee. As your head and heart drop down, your left leg reaches back and up. But we're not going for vertical splits here. And then see if you can press yourself up and out of the right hip. Your arms can reach back by your sides, hands to your heart center, or forward. And then very slowly bend into the right knee and tap the left toes down. Inhale, come up for crescent pose. Straighten the right leg. Open up to the right. Arms reach out to the sides, and then on request, Hinge the left arm forward and down. I really struggle with this pose for revolve pyramid. It's okay if if the left heel doesn't reach the floor, but you might need to step it forward a little bit so that it does. Then coming out of that left wrist, reach for the floor without putting all of your weight into the left limb. Soft bend in the right knee. Reach the right arm up. Exhale, plant your hands on either side of the right leg and fold over for regular old pyramid pose. Plant your hands, step your left foot back, turn the toes out to the side a little bit, and then keeping your right hand on the outside of the right foot, reach the heart open to the left. Maybe your right fingertips graze the mat. Or maybe your right hand comes to the front of your right ankle. Or maybe you're just in a child's pose, and that's okay too. Inhale up and exhale, reverse triangle. And then cartwheel your hands down, bend the right knee, step the right foot back. Chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Up dog or baby cobra. And down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Drop both heels, straighten both legs. Half lift over your left leg. And then forward fold for pyramid pose. You might need to step that right heel in slightly to allow the heel to reach the floor, but if it just doesn't, that's okay. And you definitely should keep just a very soft bend in both knees to protect the joints. We're not overextending. And then head to your knee. You want to play with balance. You can send your arms back. Ooh. And then plant your right hand inside the left foot and open your heart up to the left. Coming to right fingertips, send the left hip back, right hip forward. Engaging the core, zipping up the midline. Might need to step that right foot in a little bit. And then drop the left hand, fold over for pyramid pose again. And then inhale, half lift, step your right foot back a couple of inches, turn the foot out a little bit. Keep your left hand on the outside of your left foot and open up for triangle. Ooh. Soften in the left knee. My knee is not like that. Gaze can look up or down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale into the left side ribs. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step the left foot back, and chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhaling, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Palms kiss at the top. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, float down. Plant your hands, step back. Chaturanga. This time, press back up through a push-up. That was kind of a sad push-up, sorry guys. And hips come up and back for down dog. Inhale the right leg forward, up, sorry. Exhale, step forward. I forgot warrior 3 on the other side, didn't I? Well, we'll get it. We'll get it this time. Inhale, come up for crescent pose. Exhale, send the hands back, heart reaches forward. Look a few feet in front of you and launch yourself up and back to warrior 3. Sorry guys, I feel like I probably do that every class. Deep bend in the right knee. Touch the left toes back. See if you can keep your arms reaching by your sides. Heel yourself up away from the right leg. Heart lifts up and back. Arms reach up. Hands touch down. Right foot steps back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, reach your arms by your sides. Square your hips to the front of the mat. Get long through the sides of the neck. Shoulders draw down the back. Find your drishti, your focal point, a couple feet in front of you. And then launch yourself up and forward for warrior 3 on the left side. Flex the right toes back towards the shin. Send the right heel up to the sky as your head and heart drop down. And then see if you can lift yourself up and out of that left hip. Get a little bit lighter, a little more active from the tip of your head to your right heel. And then put a deep bend in the left knee. Touch the right toes down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, drop your hands. Step back in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Half lift. And forward fold. Root down to reach up. Palms kiss at the top. And exhale. Hands to your heart center. This time, inhale, lift up through the crown of the head. Exhale, half fold. Keeping your hands to your heart center, I'm going to even you guys out. Put a bend in the left knee. Cover the right foot off the mat. And lift it up and back for warrior 3. Keep breathing here. See if you can find the balance of engaging your core, but continuing to breathe into your belly. Drop your hands. Deep bend in the left knee. Touch the right toes back. Plant your hands and then heel toe the left foot over to the right ankle. Drop the left knee over to the left. I said ankle, I meant wrist. I don't know how you guys put up with me. Straighten the right leg. And then we're doing half pigeon on the left side here. So you might walk the hands back, lift up through the heart space, drop the shoulders away from your ears, and enjoy a little bit of a soft kind of heart opener, back bend, reaching the right hip down, keeping those left toes flexed back towards the shin. And then exhale, fold over that left leg. Maybe you stack your hands and rest your forehead. And if you notice that you're rolling to the outside of your left hip, kind of onto that left side, see if you can very gently, without hurting yourself or your knee, listening to your body as you go, but see if you can draw that right front hip towards the mat. It might even just be a mental exercise. Maybe you don't physically move any part of your body. Maybe you just imagine opening it a little bit more. Or if you're super flexible and this is like kind of just barely getting in there, you can play with arm variations, like threading the needle, the right hand. Maybe you do a half bind. Just take a few more breaths here. And if you're doing arm variations, come back to the midline. And then walk your hands in. Plant your hands firmly. Tuck the right toes. Step the left foot back to meet the right. And pedal out your legs for a moment. Plant your hands firmly. Inhale your right leg up. And exhale. Drop the right foot to the left wrist. Knee to the right wrist. Drop the left knee down to the floor. Top of the left foot. And then straighten that left leg directly out from the left hip. Hips square to the front of the mat. Maybe you rest your hands on your thigh and your foot. But melt the shoulders down the back, chin into the throat. Maybe you inhale, reach your arms up. And then when you're ready, drop the hands. Walk yourself forward. Head to stacked hands. And if you did arm variations on the other side, you're always welcome to take them on this side. But just a reminder to allow your left hip kind of melt down. Flex those right toes back towards the shin. And maybe you thread the needle on this side. I like to keep my forehead to the mat, regardless of any arm variations, because it helps me kind of maintain that midline. And if none of this is feeling particularly accessible to you today, half pigeon is a bit out of reach for your body today, you can lay on your back and do figure 4 as well. I'm sorry I didn't say that sooner. And if you've taken an arm variation, you can start to unfurl yourself and come back to the center. And then inhale, plant your hands, tuck your left toes, send the right foot back to meet the left, and just take a moment to pedal out your feet here, your legs. Notice how that's created change in your body. Maybe your breath reaches there a little more easily as you inhale, come back to plank. And then exhale all the way down to your belly. Forehead to the mat. Extend your arms out to the sides. Scoot your hips over to the right, just like an inch. Keep your left hand planted palm down to the floor. Draw your right hand under your right shoulder and then roll onto the left hip, keeping your left arm extended out. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you bend the right knee, step the right foot behind the left, and play with reaching the right arm around the low back. Maybe it goes up and overhead, and you open through both shoulders. And if this dresser weren't here, I'd be reaching my right hand behind me towards my left fingers. There's a time in my life when I could reach, but not anymore. And just breathe. Into your belly. Notice how it's a bit easier, more effortless to breathe into your belly when you're in a more passive pose like this. You notice any gripping anywhere in your body, you might be holding tension. Sometimes just bringing your awareness to the thing, the feeling, the sensation, allows it to be seen and allows it to dissipate. Release any binds or whatever you might be doing with your right hand and plant it back where it started, where it was under your right shoulder, and then do the same with your right foot. Step it back to meet the left, and then gently and slowly press the floor away from your right hand as you, with ease, roll back onto your belly. And then scoot your hips a little to the left. Extend your right arm out. Draw the left hand under the left shoulder and roll onto the right hip. And come to the side of your head. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you step that left foot behind the right leg. Maybe your left hand walks in towards your heart. Plants itself there. Or if you took some other bind or variation on the other side, you can play with experimenting with that on this side. Maybe a little bind around the low back. Now that the dresser's out of my way, try to reach my left arm back and it's not happening. It's just not. Maybe if I practice. Just find some effortlessness here. Allow your right shoulder to open. And notice how the pose changes if you rock your weight forward even just slightly. Or if you rock your weight back entirely. And are you breathing into your belly? And if you've taken a bind on this side, start to unravel yourself. Step your left leg back to meet the right. Pressing into your left hand, come back onto your belly. And we're going to lay on our belly for just a moment here. Plant both hands by the low ribs. Bend your knees as you press yourself up for baby cobra or maybe full cobra where your hips, knees, and feet stay to the mat, but your heart lifts up. Maybe your gaze looks up, but you elongate the back of the neck. Keep your pubic bone pressing down to the floor. And then send your hips back for child's pose. Knees wide, hips back. Arms can extend long in front of you. Forehead to the mat. Take a long, slow breath into your belly. Let it expand so much that it touches your thighs. And then exhale. Sigh it out. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Come onto your knees, cross your feet at your ankles, and then pivot onto your butt and onto your back. Rolling all the way down. Let your feet extend out, your palms face up, and then glide your shoulders behind your heart, palms facing up. For Shavasana, corpse pose. Close your eyes. Soften the delicate muscles around your eyes. And let your jaw relax. Create space between your top and bottom teeth. Relax your tongue. And let your breath happen passively. And with your eyes closed, begin to visualize the gravity, the weight of gravity just pressing down into your body like a weighted blanket. And as you feel the weight of gravity, your muscles relax and get heavier, creating more weight into the floor, the earth beneath you. And as your breath softens, bring your awareness to your connection to the earth beneath you. Notice where your body is touching the floor. And notice the spaces that are not touching. And as that sensation of a weighted blanket lays over the top of you, release all effort from our practice today. Allowing any sounds from outside the room to just wash over you. Any thoughts, feelings, or sensations. I'll give you a few moments here in Shavasana, but just know that I will be here to let you know when it's time to come out. Slowly start to bring a little life back into your fingers and toes. Make, make your next inhale a big one, stretching your legs, stretching your arms overhead like you're waking up for the first time this morning. And then on your exhale, roll over onto one side in fetal position, cradling your head under your arms. I invite you to keep your eyes closed. Savor your internal world. And on your next inhale, use your other hand to press yourself up into a seat. Again, inviting you to keep your eyes closed. And find a comfortable seat. Cross your legs in front of you. And sit up nice and tall. bring one or both hands to your belly. And inhale, pressing your belly into your hands. When your belly is full, fill your rib cage. And when your rib cage is full, fill your heart space. And when you can't inhale any more breath, hold it here, unless you're pregnant. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale into your hands, into your ribs, and into your heart space. Pause full. And exhale, sigh it out. One more time, into your belly, into your ribs, and into your heart space. See if you can slurp in a little bit more air. Pause full. Hold it as long as you'd like. And when you're ready, pop it open and breathe out. Drop your chin to your heart. Invite in a sense of gratitude for your practice today. For anything else that you're feeling gratitude. Maybe you have 3 things, which is great. And then when you're ready, very slowly, blink your eyes open. Start to take in the room around you, letting your eyes rest on anything that pleases your eye and gives you comfort. Welcome back to the outer world. I hope you have a fantastic day today. Sending you lots of love. I hope you feel great. Drink lots of water. Take care of yourself. And I'll see you next week. Oh, and actually, quick announcement. I'm going to be on vacation for 2 weeks at the end of the month. So next week is my last class for March and early April. So I'll post it in the comments below and I'll bring it back up next week as well. But yeah, just know that I'll be off for 2 weeks. Okay.